Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today, my topic is about when authenticity and limiting beliefs intersect. Now, we all know the importance of being authentic, showing up in our everyday lives, whether it is in our entrepreneurial ventures, in our leadership ventures, or in our own personal lives. Authenticity plays a very important role. It causes us to be more respected. It is a situation that creates certainty for those people who are interacting with us so they know what to expect because we are consistent in the way we act, speak, and treat others on a daily basis. There is a time, however, when we allow our authenticity to be colored by what I call limiting beliefs. Sometimes we have experiences that cause us to formulate an idea of who we think we are and what we are capable of. And we allow those beliefs to color what we do next. Now, I'm going to be talking about entrepreneurial ventures, leadership ventures, and personal spiritual life ventures. But before I do this, I want to share a real important story that I feel will make a huge difference to communicate what I am working to convey to you. A few years ago, my daughter, who was living in New York City, traveled to Washington, D.C. to see a jazz concert. And she called me up and invited me to meet her in D.C. to join her at the concert. Now, I immediately went into panic mode because I told myself, based on just a few experiences, that I am no good at driving in Washington, D.C. It's crazy. Finding parking is impossible. And because of that, and because the situation was going to be occurring at night, I went into a mode of, oh no, I can't do this. And then I pondered the opportunity that I would be missing by not joining her there. And I made a decision that I'm going to push past this limiting belief that I created for myself based on a few experiences, and I'm going to join her in DC. Of course, I braced myself for the parking because the couple of times that I went there with my own private vehicle, I literally struggled to find a decent parking spot that I didn't have to pay premium for. I braced myself, I took the journey, and to my surprise, the parking was nowhere near what I had anticipated. There was ample parking, ample lighting, security was in place, and I enjoyed a concert with my daughter that I otherwise would never have ventured to have gone to had I heard about it for myself alone, and if I hadn't pondered that missing out opportunity of being able to be with her. Now, I want to ask you this. In your business, in your entrepreneurial journey, what is it that you are telling yourself that you're not good at or you cannot do? Perhaps maybe you tried it one time or a couple of times and it didn't work out for you. And now you said, I'm no good at it. Is that marketing? Is that designing your web page? What is that for you? Truly, there are some things that can be delegated and would best be delegated for the people who have the skills to do that. But if you're an entrepreneur just starting out in your business, probably the likelihood is that you don't have the capital to hire all of these professionals, and you will have to take on some of the tasks until you build your business to the point where you can actually feel comfortable to pay someone else to do it. And are you allowing your business to stall simply because you told yourself that you can't do it? Is it a video that you have to come out and make to promote something? What is it? Ponder that for yourself, because the limiting beliefs that you have created are not the authentic you. I've been a classroom teacher for much of my career before moving into executive leadership. And what I see and saw then were many parents who came by and they would make excuses for their daughters. Oh, she's not good at math. Why? Maybe she flunked math a couple of times and didn't do well at it. Perhaps there was an integral foundational concept that she missed that's causing her to fail at it now. And to make this blanket statement that, oh, she's not good at math, now the child has internalized that and has made that a part of her identity. So when it comes to being authentic and real about who she is, there are certain things she's going to avoid if it involves math, because she was told this. Now, what about you as a leader? Leaders often have to make presentations to their clientels or to their people that they're leading. Did you have one failed speech, something you stuttered over, something you stumbled on, and fell down maybe flat on your face about, that now has caused you to develop this limiting beliefs to murk your identity and who you authentically are? Authenticity comes from the core of you. And anyone can be authentic when they are presenting themselves, as long as they leave those limiting thoughts out of their minds about their capabilities. It may take practice to do. I remember in working on my doctorate degree, I have a doctorate in measurement research, which has heavy foundational concepts in statistics. And I remembered the first time I walked into a statistics class and seeing all those formula on the board. And I had no clue what any of that meant because I never had been in a statistics class before. And my head swirled. And I thought, well, this is my major. I can't drop it. And of course, I'm not a quitter. And what I did was I went home, I took that book, and I immersed myself in it and began to become really proficient at it. So much so that I secured a 4.0 in all of my statistics courses and all my research design courses. 4.0. I would accredit it to not so much genius, but to persistence, and to me, not allowing myself to formulate the idea of, I am not good at this. I'm not good at this. Well, what about in your spiritual life, your own spiritual life? What about in your relationships? What limiting beliefs have you allowed to cover your own authentic self? Are you stepping out and being really who you are? Or are you allowing limiting beliefs and other ideas that you have formulated about yourself based on one or two experiences, even if it is 3, to put that damper on who you really are and what you're capable of doing and who you can authentically show up to be? Are you allowing that? Well, today my encouragement is for you to step out and to practice. Don't allow your business to flounder, neither your leadership. Step out. Certainly don't allow your spiritual experiences to flop and your relational experiences simply because you have taken on this limiting belief about who you are. So I'm going to encourage you If you have a thought that you want to leave in the comment below, I would encourage you to do so. In fact, I would love for you to do so. I would love to hear about a time perhaps when you have overcome those limiting beliefs that once clouded who you really are, your own authentic self, and what you did to step forward out of it. I leave you with a thought that formulating and allowing yourself to think that you are incapable of taking on certain tasks because of the results that you've gotten in the past, I leave you with the thought that that is temporary. You can make it so. You are the one to make it so. If you have lodged a thought in your mind about who you are and what you're capable of and who you show up as in this world, that even allows you to have a fake persona, have no despair. You can actually reverse that. And if that has left an energetic imbalance, those can also be cleared. I'm going to point you to a resource in the description below. It's called my Surrender for Freedom method that you can use to overcome limiting beliefs that trap you, that keep you stuck, that keep you from showing up authentically in the world to the people around you, that really keep you from being your most beautiful self, the beautiful, amazing self that you are. Use the resource, and I would love for you to send me a message about how that resource has worked for you, as it has for many of my clients in the past. So, my friends, I hope you found some inspiration in this. Whatever it is, be it in your business, your leadership, or your personal life, I encourage you to step out and keep practicing, keep repeating, keep doing that thing that you say you're not good at, and watch yourself really open up and blossom, and likely take on that task and be very good at it, so that you no longer can feel disempowered by those beliefs that you have created that are now stopping you. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to my encouragement. And I invite you to click the subscribe button, like this video if it made sense, and share it with someone who you may be familiar with, who may be feeling stuck right now under the guise of limiting beliefs. Bye for now. See you in the next video.